Atomic Energy Central School, Mysore presents physics practicals for class 9, academic year 2020/21. Experiment name: loss of weight of a solid in a liquid. Hi, good morning. I am P. Saravanan, PGT Physics, Atomic Energy Central School, Mysore. I am going to present you an experiment for class 9 in physics. The name of the experiment is to determine the loss of weight of a solid in different liquids. Are you ready? Okay, students. For this experiment, we are given two solids. One is a copper cube. The other object is a slotted weight. Okay. First, we can measure the weight of these two solids in air with the help of a spring balance. So, this is a spring balance. Using this, I am going to find the weight of the solids in air first, and next their weights inside the tap water and salt water. So, the two given liquids, one is, I told you it is ordinary tap water, and the other one is salt water. How to prepare the salt water? We will take the salt and dissolve a few spoons into this ordinary water. It becomes salt water. So the density of salt water is greater than the density of ordinary water. Okay, students, shall we start the experiment? Be ready? Yes, students. Now the first solid, namely the copper cube, is suspended below the weight hanger of the spring balance. Okay. Now, what is the weight of this solid is determined by the spring balance. There are two scales on the spring balance. The left side scale is in grams, the right side scale is in Newton. So, now you see that mass weight in grams, how much it is? 140. It is 140 grams. Okay, 140 grams or 140 gram weight. It corresponds to m into g, where g is acceleration due to gravity. So the weight, the corresponding weight in Newton will be 1.4 Newton. Okay. Now I will take the first given liquid, namely tap water. So this is tap water. I am going to immerse this object in the tap water. Okay. So when I immerse this in the tap water, what will happen? There will be loss of weight. So you can see on the left side scale in grams, now it is 120 gram weight. So it corresponds to 1.2 Newton. Okay. Have you understood, students? Okay. Now I will remove this from the first liquid and immerse it in the second liquid, namely salt water. So this is the salt water. I will put this inside the salt water, and I observe that on the left side it is 110 gram weight. It is between 100 and 120. So it is 110 gram weight. So the corresponding Newton reading is 1.1 Newton. Okay, students? Okay. Now the second solid is taken. Okay. So I will remove this. I will remove this first one. Now the second given solid is a slotted weight, and its weight is measured with the help of a spring balance. So look at the pointer on the left side. It is 200 gram weight. It is 200 gram weight. The corresponding reading in Newton is 2 Newton. Okay. This is now immersed inside the first liquid. So the first liquid is tap water. Inside the tap water, now I find that on the left side of the reading, it is 170 gram weight. It is 170 gram weight. So that the corresponding reading in Newton is 1.7 Newton. Now I remove this from the first liquid and I bring the second liquid, namely salt water. So I immerse this slotted weight, the second solid, into the salt water. Now I find that the reading on the spring balance on the left side is 160 gram weight. So that the corresponding reading in Newton scale is 1.6 Newton. So whatever observations I have made in the notebook, I am going to write on the board. Are you ready? Yes, students. All the observations what we have taken, I have written on the board. Now how to do the calculation, I am going to explain to you. So first what we did, I will explain. Weight of the solid one in air. It is denoted as W1, that is equal to 140 gram weight. So 140 gram weight, if you divide by 1000 means you will get 0.14 kilogram weight. But 1 kilogram weight is also equal to how much? 9.8 Newton. I have assumed it roughly as 10 Newton for practical calculations. So that 140 gram weight is also expressed as 1.4 Newton, because Newton is the SI unit of weight. Secondly, weight of the solid one in tap water, that is found to be W2 equal to 120 gram weight. So the corresponding value in Newton is 1.2 Newton. Are you understanding? Okay. Weight of the solid one in salt water, that is denoted as W3, and that is equal to 110 gram weight. So expressing this in Newton, it is equal to 1.1 Newton. Okay. Similarly, loss of weight of the solid one in tap water. I told you how to find it. That is equal to W1 minus W2. So weight in air minus weight in tap water. That will be equal to what? Loss of weight of the first solid in tap water. So I am substituting for W1 minus W2 is equal to 140 minus 120. Okay, in gram weight. So this is equal to 20 gram weight. Again converting this into Newton, it is 0.2 Newton. Understand? 0.2 Newton of weight it is losing in the tap water. Similarly, loss of weight of the solid one in salt water. So we have to subtract. See that W1 minus W3. This difference is equal to 140 minus 110 in gram weight. So this is 140 minus 110 is how much? 30 gram weight. Corresponding value in Newton is how much? 0.3 Newton. Hope you must have understood. Okay. Now, similarly for the next solid 2. Weight of solid 2 in air. I denote this term as a W1 dash for a change. So W1 dash is equal to 200 gram weight. Then weight of solid 2 in tap water. We have found that it is W2 dash, and that is equal to 170 gram weight. Next, weight of solid 2 in salt water. I represent this by W3 dash. So that is equal to 160 gram weight. I found it to be 160 gram weight. Okay, now loss of weight of the solid 2 in tap water is equal to what? W1 dash minus W2 dash. Is it not? So I substitute. W1 dash is 200 gram weight minus W2 dash is 170 gram weight. So 200 minus 170 is 30 gram weight, and the corresponding value in Newton is 0.3 Newton. Similarly, we have to find the loss of weight of the solid 2 in salt water, and that is equal to W1 dash minus W3 dash, that is equal to 200 minus 160. So 200 minus 160 gram weight, that is found to be 40 gram weight, and once again in Newton it is 0.4 Newton. I hope you all must have understood how to take the readings, how to record the readings in the observation notebook, and how to do the calculation. Now one information I am going to remind you. You look at the loss of weight of the first solid in tap water, it is 0.2 Newton, and the loss of weight in salt water, it is 0.3 Newton. Do you find that the loss of weight of the solid in salt water is greater than its loss of weight in the tap water? Why this difference? What is the difference between tap water and salt water? It is the density. It is the density. So from this we find that the same solid is losing more weight in a denser liquid like salt water. Similarly, you look at the second solid also. What is the loss of weight of the second solid in tap water? It is 0.3 Newton. What is the loss of weight of the same solid 2 in salt water? That is 0.4 Newton. So from this, we have to understand the fact that as the density of the liquid increases, the loss of weight will be more. Why? What is the reason for this? What is the reason for this? I am going to explain with the help of the diagram. Are you ready? Okay. Okay, students. In the first diagram, you see that the solid is immersed inside tap water. In the second diagram, the solid is immersed inside salt water. In the first picture, it experiences less upthrust because the density of the liquid is lesser. In the second picture, the same object is experiencing a greater upthrust because the density of salt water is greater than that of the tap water. So we must know that the loss of weight of any solid inside a liquid is due to the buoyancy or upthrust exerted by the liquid on the bottom surface of the solid. This is why it is much easier to swim in ocean water than in swimming pool water, because the ocean water contains so many salts such as sodium, magnesium, calcium, potassium suspended in it. So its density is greater than that of the ordinary water in the swimming pool. Okay, my dear students, totally our experiment, namely loss of weight of a solid in different liquids. Have you all understood? And the basic underlying principle in this experiment is Archimedes principle. You know that Archimedes proved that the pure gold is having a different density than the fake gold. So this is the underlying principle. What is the statement of Archimedes principle? When any solid is either partially or fully immersed in a liquid, then it experiences a loss of weight by displacing the liquid out. So the loss of weight of the solid is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by it. Have you all understood? Fine. See you. Bye.